Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's pick a card reading is a requested one. We are going to see, what does the person who is on your mind, what do their friends think about you? In front of me, I have 4 different options. This is group 1, group 2, group 3, and group 4. Choose the one that really calls out to you. Okay, let's get started. Hey, group number 1. Okay, so the person who is on your mind, what do their friends think about you? Okay, group number 1. So immediately when I see the clouds card, that tells me that initially, so a first impression, upon meeting you, their friends think that you guys are kind of elusive, okay? And mysterious, and you don't reveal who you are like immediately, okay? Like, yeah, you'll be social and you'll talk to them about whatever they're talking about or about themselves, but you guys don't quite reveal who you are, okay? So you are more slow moving with the messenger of earth here as far as when it comes to revealing you. And it's like, you gotta feel comfortable and trust the people enough to really open up about yourself. So upon meeting you, they are kind of curious and just see you as being kind of mysterious, okay? And like I said, they can't quite get a read on you initially. But the more I see though that you guys talk to them and open up, they think you guys are warm, you are friendly, and you come across as being like a real person. Like you're real, And look at the look on her face. Like, she definitely has this look like, yeah, I'm real, I'm me. And it's just this real, authentic energy that comes through about you guys. And with the earth here, I'm also getting a very, down to earth type of person. So, yeah, and it's kind of like people feel in a way relieved, instead of coming across as snobby or something, you guys are very real, down to earth, and genuine type of people is what I'm getting. So yeah, so people are pleasantly surprised, not that they thought you weren't, but they didn't know what you were initially upon meeting you. And okay, so along with that, what I'm also seeing though is that, oh, and that's the other thing, going back to the clouds, is it's kind of as soon as they think they get a feel for who you are, with the light here, it's kind of you do or say something that they feel what? Yeah, so it puts them back in that position, not exactly being in the dark, but more in that what? Just when I thought I knew who this person was and how they would act, you do something that's totally throws people. Kind of keeps them on the edge of their seat, they're not quite sure what to make of you. Because with the Ace of Air here, I feel so you come across as being this warm, friendly, down to earth, genuine person, and then all of a sudden I feel you'll be blunt about something, you will call something out. If you see something that doesn't sit right with you, that is all of a sudden when I feel you guys get, like I was saying, kind of blunt, and yeah. And it's, again, it goes back to that authenticity. You're just being true to yourself. And yeah, and which is interesting because it ties then with this card too. I feel if your person says they're going to do something, or they, don't call you or text you when they say they will, or see you when you guys had something planned, I feel you're going to call them out on it, Now, I feel some of their friends might view that as you being kind of childish with this card here. Okay, that could go for some of you. For some of you, they're just going to think, oh man, they messed up, Or they're just kind of viewing it oh, you're hearing it again, But yeah, it could come through. So for their more selfish friends, they're going to think, man, you should be able to, cancel plans at the drop of a hat, and it should be fine. You shouldn't be hearing it, okay? So it's a general reading. Take that if it resonates. I feel you'll know, if your friends are like that or not. But yeah, there is that coming through. Also, okay, this is going to go for some of you with this card. Often when I see that, it kind of tells me that, you might even mirror things with your partners, so it might come across as being kind of petty to their friends. So like if one of you texts back one word or a K or something, the other person will be like right back at them, with K or one word, So they might see you guys as sometimes being kind of petty when triggered, okay? But I feel like your person's like that too. Like if this resonates with you, like you're both doing it. And if not, then that message wasn't meant for you, because that was very specific. So it'll be for some. Okay, so, but all in all though, they really do see you though as being like a good person for their person, like being that authentic, warm, down to earth type of person. I feel like you guys actually get along with their friends pretty well, okay? That's what I'm seeing. Like you're one of the guys or one of the girls, depending on, who this is you're wondering about. And just like you can really like hang with anybody is what I'm getting. So a very chill, laid back vibe coming from you guys overall. Not saying you won't call things out here and there. Okay, and they also feel like there's something that you guys do really well that's also coming through with this. And it's they see you guys as being like skilled and talented in a certain area, okay? So I feel like you guys might be known for some kind of talent that you do that, it could be like playing an instrument, it could be something, artistic, creative, or doesn't have to be though, okay? So group number one, they definitely recognize that about you. So there might be something you either talk about or you post on social media, because that's coming through, some kind of, something you do really well. Like you're in a league of your own with this, is what I'm seeing. As well as they do see though that, you guys with this card as well as the Eight of Earth here, they know that you guys are willing to put in the work to make this succeed, okay? This relationship succeed is what I'm seeing. Like you guys pay attention to detail, very earth sign, very Virgo in that way, and Capricorn's coming through. Even Taurus are very observant, okay? So I feel like, this means something to you guys, so they know that you guys are willing to put in the time, the effort, and that you guys, you really do have what it takes to make this an amazing relationship. In fact, if anything, I'm actually getting that they, if your person's friends are single, they might even be jealous of this connection because of how easily I feel like you and your person overall get along and like look like a power couple, okay? Whether you guys are a couple or not, it's like you guys have the potential to be that power couple is what I'm seeing here. The other thing that's coming through is that you guys come across as being funny. Like you have a sense of humor, and that goes back to you also being able to like, kick it with anybody and just hang out and chill and just like, I feel like you guys, especially when you open up, it's like you feel comfortable with all kinds of people and you just make like hanging out like really fun, I feel, when you're just being yourself and like just being in the moment is what I'm seeing. So you guys are an addition. I actually feel like, how they say like, oh, Saturdays for the boys or whatever, like they would include you as well, if you're a girl watching or, into guys. Like that's what I'm seeing here, is like, yeah, you guys honestly, overall, I'm feeling like you guys get along well, and it's like how you guys are, so you guys are a fun addition to your person and their friends is what I'm seeing overall. Okay, group number one, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments, and if it does, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys. Group number two. Okay, so the person who is on your mind, what do their friends think of you? Okay, group number two, your guys' reading is kind of scandalous, okay? But I'm going to start off with a not so scandalous part first. Okay, so right away, what I'm seeing with the birds card here is that, well, first of all, they view you guys as being really social and really up on the latest, okay? So that could be in regards to absolutely anything. I think it is definitely in regards to the people that you guys associate with or hang out with or, And I'm also getting that you and your person might have mutual friends, okay, with this bird card here. Or you guys have a lot of mutual friends like on social media, like people you both know about. So I'm just getting like a lot of talking going on, like about you and your person, and just like, yeah, so I'm not even surprised that you're wondering about this, okay? And I'm actually getting that I feel like their friends in particular like to, they check out your social media, okay? So they don't miss, I feel like, a post of yours, okay? And yeah, that's interesting. So it could be, just anything that you post. Like they're curious about your life, what's going on, how you feel about so and so, I feel like some of you are really vocal like that. Like you might actually write statuses and post about like what you feel about certain people. Like you'll say, kind of like vaguely like, oh, I can't believe so and so just did that, but like you won't say their name. You know what I mean? Like there's something you guys do that really sparks the curiosity of everybody that follows you guys, is what I'm seeing. And if you don't feel like you post a lot, well, these people are like checking out your social media either way to see like, have they said anything about anything or posted a pic of themselves? That's the other thing, okay? So I feel like your person's friends thinks you guys, this is where it gets kind of, scandalous. They think you guys are really attractive, okay? Like a dime, a baddie, like, yeah, like, wow, like, attractive, okay? So I feel like they are all about, like, seeing your latest pic, your selfies, all that, okay? Yeah. So if you catch your person's friends like clicking like or hearting your stuff or commenting, yeah, that's definitely, this is confirmation about that. It's kind of funny actually how people can give themselves away. I mean, I know like friends can support, your post too. But no, this is definitely like they think wow about you guys. Okay, so on top of that, I'm also seeing that, they view you guys as also being like pretty independent people. So I'm actually getting the impression that they feel like you could kind of drop their person at the drop of a hat. Like they feel like you guys get a lot of attention. You might even get hit up a lot in your DMs. So yeah, they're kind of like, wondering sometimes, I feel like, especially if you and your person are rocky. Yeah, so this is interesting. Yeah, okay. I'm even getting group number 2 that some of their friends wish you guys were single with the Wheel of Fortune here. Yeah, and I'm actually getting like that song like, I wish I had Jesse's girl, da-na-na, da-na-na. And if you're a guy and this is about your person as a girl, just reverse that, okay? But basically like, yeah, they wish you were theirs, is what I'm seeing, okay? All right, so on top of all that, it's kind of like their friends, they feel like you guys are just, you are an interesting balance of being warm and friendly but fierce when the time calls for it, okay? And I feel like you guys are currently like, your focus is on your finances and money, and it's just like, it's doing what it takes to completely, I feel like, hit the ground running in a certain new area. And it's like, people know this about you, okay? Like that is definitely coming through. Also group number 2, yeah, like the social media card came out. So, I feel like you guys are probably pretty active on social media. And, either way, even if you're not, like I said, as soon as you guys do post something, I feel like it's like moths to a flame, like they don't miss anything. And even if they never acknowledge your posts, they're noticing it, okay? But yeah, so there's just a lot of energy and attention going to your social media is what I'm seeing with this. So you definitely, you have your person's friends like really intrigued and curious about you guys, as well as thinking you're attractive, wishing you were theirs, Yeah, wow, some friends And if you guys don't feel like this resonates, because this is for a very specific group, then feel free to choose another pile, but this is what's coming through. Okay, so they also, though, they see you guys as being spontaneous and overall, like, really making the best of situations is what I'm seeing. And you guys just all around come across as, like, an optimistic, fun person who tries to see the silver lining in situations is what I'm seeing. So all in all, you guys are definitely, like, an inspiration, like, attractiveness aside. Like, I feel like, you know, you guys are also natural advocates for people. I feel like you stick up for people. You're a voice for people. You are a voice for things that, you know, like, matter to you. And you don't shy away from saying it, whether in person or on social media. And I feel like, yeah, like, you guys are definitely making things happen. I feel like some of you, you know, you are doing well financially, and for others of you, I feel like you're building up to it, so it's like a process and people know this. Others of you have your own business is what I'm seeing with all this earth energy coming through here. But yeah, and like I said, like, you definitely have a presence on social media. Some of you might even be in the spotlight, you know. I just feel like you get a lot of attention, whether it's from your person's friends or other people. Like, it might even be their energy that's also coming through. I just feel like this group gets a lot of it. Like, you guys have a lot of people noticing you and admiring you, whether you realize it or not, is what I'm trying to say. And it's not just your looks. It's like an all-around attractiveness. I feel like your personality on top of what it is that you guys are doing and what, you know, that I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people thought you guys were like the one, or the one that they wanted a shot with in a relationship with. Okay, group number 2, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys. Hey, group number 3. Okay, so what does the person who's on your mind, what do their friends think about you? Okay, group number 3. So you guys have the most straightforward message out of all the piles. Okay, so what your person's friends think about you guys is that you were the key to this person's heart, that they have left locked in this cage for quite some time is what I'm seeing. Okay, and I wouldn't be surprised if your person has been single for like a long time, okay? Really fearing, you know, like getting hurt, and abandonment is what I'm feeling with this connection. And, you know, you guys might even feel like, well, I mean, we're still not together, and so they're still technically single. Okay, but their friends see you guys, though, as being that key is what I'm seeing. So whether you're with this person or not, okay, they see you guys as being like the ideal girlfriend or boyfriend when I see this card, okay? Just an all-around amazing person. I'm just getting such like genuineness coming from you guys, and they feel like you definitely want the best for you and your person, okay? And yeah, I just feel like at this point, like if you two aren't together, their friends think they would be a fool to not be with you, okay? Yeah, and if they're not with you, I feel like it's because it's out of their comfort zone at this point. Like, it's not about you guys, okay? So what I'm seeing, though, is like as soon as you guys walked into this person's life, I feel like everything became bright and sunny in this person's life. Like, they felt happy and alive with the sun card here, and just like anything is possible. And like, you know, like you guys made them believe in love again is what I'm seeing with this. So like a real transformation like happened. And so I kind of, honestly, I feel like the friends think that, wow, like we've never seen them so happy before, you know? So if you guys are with this person, like, I feel like this will make even more sense, you know? Like, yeah, like you coming into their life shook things up with the transformation, and it more or less like literally transformed this person is what I'm seeing. And they finally let their heart out of this cage, you know? Yeah, and they also view you guys as being like naturally like an happy-go-lucky, optimistic person with Sagittarius and Sun here. I feel like you guys, you naturally have like a bubbly, upbeat personality is what's coming through. And it's kind of like you always try to see the good in others and situations and try to point that out. You try to point out like different perspectives. And honestly, guys, that's inspiring to people. Like whether they ever let you know that or not, I feel like just the way that you are and the way that, you help people out, it's kind of like they see you as being inspiring and like this bright light is what I'm seeing. Yeah. Kind of like you guys are like this person's lighthouse is what I feel, like they could have felt like when they met you they were lost out in sea basically, and you're just like this beaming light. Not saying you guys don't have down days, but like overall though it's kind of like you guys, you are inspiring. Just being who you are is what I'm seeing. You also have this like naturally adventurous spirit too. So it's kind of like it's contagious. It rubbed off on your person. And now they feel like, wow, like the unknown doesn't have to be scary. I can deal with what I need to deal with, and just be in the moment and have fun. You guys, you helped your person have fun with life again is what I'm seeing. Or you will if you're not together yet. And their friends see that, Okay, so some of you, especially if you're a guy watching this, I feel, you are coming across as muscular, so like their friends notice that about you, okay? And even if you're a girl watching this, like that can mean like you like to stay in shape. I feel like this group in particular might like to work out or go to the gym, okay? That's also coming through. So you guys both might even have like similar friends if you do that, like at the gym or something. That's coming through for some of you. So yeah, this group looks like you two, if you aren't already, could be a power couple, okay? I'm just getting like a lot of magnetic and intense electricity type of energy, especially with transformation here, as well as that being Scorpio. But all in all, like they see you guys as being the type though who are willing to do what it takes to put in the work to make this work with your person. So I feel like, there's also a matureness that like your person's friends haven't seen in past relationships, or like others would leave at the drop of a hat, like as soon as like people disagree on something or have an argument, whereas I feel like you guys, you're the type to stick it out. They also, okay, that's the other thing, they also see you guys as being like wise, okay, and like an old soul compared to a lot of people in your guys' age group. That's also coming through. And I also see you guys, they see you as being like, on one hand, like a very like fiery go-getter, crushing goals and seeing what all you can accomplish. And then the next minute, I feel like you guys have this chill, laid back side with the 4 of air there. So it's kind of like, there's a time and place to do, like be productive. And then there's a time and place, I feel like, to relax and have fun and like just hang out with people. And I feel like their friends like that about you. You guys are coming across as being pretty flexible people, which is a skill to have, honestly. Okay, group number 3, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys. Hey, group number 4. Okay, so what does the person who's on your mind, what do their friends think about you? Okay, group number 4. So right away, what I'm seeing with you guys is that initially their friends think that you guys are kind of, I'm seeing like a thrill seeker and somebody who is kind of a wild card. Okay, so you might like impulsively or spontaneously say or do things. So kind of Aries in that way. And just kind of like a rebel, so a bit unconventional, and there's something that's giving them the impression, or at least, upon first meeting you, first impression, that you guys are kind of a gamble for their friend, which is your person. Okay, that's initially upon meeting you. So it could be that you guys, appear like you are opposite of each other, and they just think, what? Like, how is this going to work? That's for some of you. And then others of you, what's coming through is it's kind of like, if they know this from being told this, it's like they know that, you had a bad breakup and they wonder if you're even over that person. Okay, that's also what's coming through and what could make this seem like kind of risky to even be involved with you. And along with that, you know, came release your ex. So there could be something that's giving your person's friends this idea that, you know, maybe you're not over your ex. You know, you might still be connected, you might still text them, see them. They just feel like you're not over them, your heart's with them. You know, you would jump at the chance to be with them and make things right. Like, that's coming through for this. So that could also be like kind of the risk, is what I'm seeing. But, you know, what also is coming through is that you guys are currently like really like, you know, coming into your own power is what I'm seeing. And really with this 7 of fire in particular, you are blazing down your path. You are crushing your goals. You know, you're very driven, you're very ambitious, and it's like you are rising above any challenges, okay? And it's like the more people get to know you, that seems to be the theme with your guys' group. It's like the more they see that about you, okay? And that, you know, you are more this anchor, you know, than they realize, is what I'm seeing. So you are a solid person, and you are building your foundation, you are building yourself up as well as your future, is what's really coming through. Also, for some of you, you might have even had a rough past, is what I'm seeing. But again, with the 7 of fire here, it's like you guys you rose above it though. You know, you are the phoenix rising from the ashes. This group really is doing what it takes to get right with themselves and elevate, is what I'm seeing. And the more people get to know you, the more they realize that about you. Okay? So yeah, it's kind of like, so you might come across as being different than your person, but I do feel like though, you know, you guys are genuine, you know, like that is also coming through. But you guys also with the 7 here, it's like you are very like coming across as like, I'm doing me right now, even if you are interested. And it's kind of like, you know, like I said, just doing what it takes to make things right with yourself and really like take off running with, you know, this path that you want to embark on, is what I'm seeing. Yeah, so we're, you know, definite mixture, a lot of fire energy coming through for this group. There's also something coming across about your guys' hair that stands out, and I feel like it's unique, and it makes you guys look attractive, and their friends notice that. Okay? I find this so interesting that I keep getting this for my group 4s. So group 4, what is it about your hair that stands out? I want to know. Leave it in the comments. So here's what's interesting. The end card is the 4 of fire here. So again, that tells me that, you know, the more they get to know you guys and see like where you're really coming from, because I feel like you guys can kind of be elusive and mysterious, and that adds to like the risk feel that people feel like, oh, like they know that you only reveal what you want people to know, you know. So very air sign in like that, in that way, very observant, intelligent, you know, reveal what you want to reveal. Like, yeah, you'll talk, but like that's just how you guys are, is what I'm seeing. But the more they realize though, you know, yeah, like you guys, you do want the same thing, and that, you know, a commitment is possible, and that I'm just getting this like celebratory feeling, like the friends would be then on the same page as you guys, you know. But right now it's kind of like they're not sure what to make of things, you know. And they're kind of just going off of whatever's being revealed, either by you or your person, is what I'm seeing right now. But one thing is for sure, though. They do realize, though, that you guys, you know, you're very driven people. You know, you're very like, if I'm going to say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it, you know, that type. And so they do see you guys as being like this go-getter who has overcome a lot, like obstacles. So also, I feel like you guys can be very lively and very fun as well. Like when you do get together with the friends, I do see that. So they're definitely intrigued by you guys. Like I said, like you guys can be kind of blunt. You can just like, they don't know what to expect with the way that you talk or what you do, action, like, you know, just very like, you keep people on the edge of their seats, but at the same time, they're like, yeah, they can't pinpoint you. So you really like get people's curiosity going, is what I feel. Okay, group number 4, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. Alright, bye guys!